Hi, this is Aurora from superchargedmath.com. Now, if you're having a hard time with math, you're in the right place because this is where we take the challenging math concepts and we make them easy. So if you want to learn math the easy way, just visit superchargedmath.com. Okay, let's get started. So, hello and welcome. This is Aurora with Supercharged Math, and today we are going to cover fractions, and we're going to talk about the ins and outs of fractions. I have lots of example problems. You are going to have so much fun in class today. Okay, so this is the first page. We're going to skip ahead. Page number 2, this has the materials. You can skip that for now. Now you're looking on page number 3, and it looks like this. Now again, if you don't have this page, that's okay. As I'm writing things down, you write them down in your notebook as well. All right, so let's dive in. So fractions are numbers that are part of and the word you're looking here for is whole. Fractions are numbers that are part of a whole. All right, so whole is, for example, if you order a pizza, they don't just give you part of a pizza, they deliver the whole thing to your house, right? So this is the whole part. Now, how hungry are you? Well, that depends. Suppose we cut the pizza into we make one cut this way and one cut this way. Now, how many slices do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the number on the bottom. The number on the bottom is how many make a whole. Okay? And the number on top, this is how many we're talking about. Like I might say, you know, you ate 3/4 of that pizza. Okay, so this is how many we have. Okay, so fractions are parts of a number. It's not the whole thing. Well, it can be, but it's a part of a number. So we can see here, if I have a chocolate bar, you guys like chocolate bars? Okay, and it has 4 parts. That's the 4 on the bottom. And suppose you're real hungry and you go, yum, yum, yum. Now there's 3 that you ate. I could say you ate 3/4. So 3 is the number we're talking about. 4 is the number that we have. That's the difference between these two numbers. The one on top is called a numerator. The one on the bottom is called a denominator. Okay. By the way, if you'd like to learn how to do fractions the easy way, I'm actually giving a whole class on it for free. You just want to click the link in the description or in the comments to register, or simply go to getmath.net/fractions. Okay, let's continue. So that's the main idea of a fraction and what that is. So let's go down here. Okay, so can you write a whole bunch of dashes just like this? Can you do that for me? Okay, so taking a look at this first one, how many pieces do we have? Okay, so you see I've got 1, 2. All right, so this circle has been divided into 2 parts. Okay, good. And how about this one? How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same that we had up above. So this is 4 parts. Okay, how many? No, we're doing the denominators of each one of these. So how about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 6 parts. How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 parts in this one. Okay, sometimes when there's a lot of them, it can be hard to count. So if you just put a dot on the first one and then you go all the way around, that can help. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This pizza has been cut into 12. All right. How hungry are you feeling? Okay, so what I want you to do now is I want you to build your own fractions. Your fractions are going to look different than mine. Go ahead and take out your pencil and color in part of the whole. So I have a whole here is the whole circle, but I'm only coloring in one of the divisions, one of the parts. Okay, and so you can build your fractions will probably look different than mine. I'm going to do 1 here and 1 there. So I'm talking now about 2 out of 4 for this top one. You see how that goes? All right, you go ahead and do 6, 8, and 12, and then I'll do mine as well as you're doing yours. Okay, and they don't have to be next to each other. Okay, I'm going to color in 2, and then maybe I'll color in a 3rd. How many do you want to color here? Okay, however many you color in, that's the number that goes on top. Okay, suppose I've got somebody asking, what if I color the whole thing? Sure, let's color the whole thing. All right, so what is that?
All right, so if I color the whole thing, there are 8 slices and you eat the whole thing, right? Now you don't feel so good. Okay, so so the top is going to be 8. Okay, and 8 over 8, do you see how the number is the same? Yeah, we're going to talk about that in just a second, but this is how you'd write this one, 8 over 8 if you fill in the whole thing. And what if you only color in 1 slice? Oh, good question. Okay, that would be just like this first one. We only colored in 1 of the divisions, so it would just be a 1 on top. Okay, but for this one, I might do that one, that one, that one, and that one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be 5 12ths. All right, so how'd you do on yours? Okay, great. So we're just demonstrating what a fraction is, and you're starting to think about, okay, so the bottom number is how many are possible, the top number is how many I'm really talking about. And that's what we're doing for each one of these. Have you got yours all done? Okay, you need another minute? Okay, so go ahead and finish doing yours. And while you're doing that, I want to take a closer look at this one, okay? So this one, if I were to say to you, okay, or if I were to have, well, here, let me just show you my face here. Suppose you order a pizza, okay? The whole thing comes to your door, right? And suppose you decide you want to just eat the whole thing. Okay, so that you would say, you wouldn't say, hey, I ate 8 out of 8. You would say, I ate the whole thing, right? So that's what this is saying here. 8 out of 8, if there were 8 slices, you would eat the whole thing. So 8 over 8 is 1 whole unit. And a unit is however you define it. This could be like 1 whole cake, or a whole unit could be how many cakes fit in your car. Your car would be 1 unit, right? Maybe there's 36 cakes that fit in your car. Okay, so 1 unit could be anything, and you get to decide how you divide that 1 unit up into different pieces. And that's where these bottom numbers come from. So anytime the top and the bottom number match, that means that however many possible, that's how many that you're talking about. So you'll always have 1 unit. For example, if I had 4 over 4, so I'd have 4 on the bottom, but I colored in all 4, so that would also equal 1. 3 over 3 equals 1. 100 over 100, that equals 1. How about 1,000,000 over 1,000,000? What do you think that equals? You can just shout it out, that's right. Yep, that also equals 1. Yep, so anytime the bottom and the top match, it always equals 1. All right, got that so far? Because we're going to use that in a minute. All right, great. So now this video is taken from one of my ultra popular fractions classes, and I'd like to give you and your kids a chance to join me for an entire class on fractions for free. You can register at no charge simply by clicking the link below. It's in the description, it's also in the comments, or you can simply go to getmath.net/fractions.